So we have reached the Macomb Slide. That's that sky up there. Some slabs now. Looks like we've come to the end of the slide. Which way, which way, which way? So left it is. Go back in the woods, out of the slide. So you come through the woods and you come back out, and I maybe eat my words about saying, yeah, I'd go down this. I still probably would go down it, but I'm stupid. I don't recommend going down this part anyways. It's all wet slabs. Looks like to the ridge from here up. I'm gonna shimmy up this tree right here. It's the only way I see up. So I missed something. Some people have climbed up over here and up there, but that's all wet granite with mud and everything else on it now. So let's shimmy out and see how it goes. And we'll document it for you.
Document my whimpering?
You're whimpering. You're not sliding. No, stay close to that tree. Use it like a ladder.
This one?
Yeah, that tree. Yeah, that's why I think it's there. See? I did it without dragging poles, so it was a little bit easier.
You what?
I did it without dragging my poles. So.
I know, I just was afraid if I threw them up, they were going to go over the edge. Whoops.
Worst case, come back and hit you in the head.
Yeah. See if I can get rid of
Or they
them.
fall down a chasm.
Whoop.
Twice in one day. Second time, never be seen again.
Stop it.
Jeez, you should see, there's even views up here. Well, that lake is calm as hell. Is it iced over already? All this wind and the lake's not even moving. And don't look up yet. Until I figure out which sucky route we go up. Yeah, I would like them Spider-Man level grip today. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think unfortunately it's this way. Damn. We better make sure before we do get that we can be committed once we're on that. I'm gonna go look up around here. Where's Mr. Con Man? That sounds like I'm saying con. Carn Man. He made little carns where you didn't need them down there, and then you get up where you could use a couple and there's nothing. So it looks like it, well, I say it looks like it as I'm halfway up to the right, but as soon as you get around the corner you can kind of cut and stay on this ground and then go under the hanging boulder. I see let me put some orange tape on the tree over there. So I'd say this is the way, unless you really are brave and want to run up a wet, slippery slab. So we're gonna go this way. Another turn. Gotta love these herd paths. We're getting there. Everything's getting smaller. Ah!
Going down.
So good morning. I haven't said good morning today. So we're almost at the top of Summit of Malcolm. Wind's really picking up. It's supposed to be pretty bad today. We got the gear, and one of the other reasons we decided to try to bang these out in one day, I forgot to mention earlier, is hunting season starts in New York soon, and Elk Lodge closes their trails starting the 16th, and today's the 15th. So if we camped out here, we would technically be on closed trails coming out, I guess, even though we did not see it posted at the trailhead. So we could have played stupid, but we figured we'd follow the rules. So what we'll do is we're gonna get at least the 4, hopefully Dix. If we don't get Dix, we'll do it as a day trip. We're actually talking about finishing on Dix, so we wouldn't even do it this weekend maybe. And we'll do it Dix from Route 73. It's about 13 miles out and back. So if we don't grab it, we hear the views are good. Tomorrow's supposed to be crappy, so maybe we'll do like Porter and Cascade. I think that's a pretty easy short one, and it's supposed to be crappy. And then what's the other one? Phelps and, oh my god, my glove won't work. Phelps and Tabletop. Maybe Sunday or vice versa. And then that's if we don't get Dix, we'll go back and do Dix, come back and do Dix by itself and finish on Dix. Or we could get all 5 today, do 2 tomorrow and 2 on Saturday, and just be done with it. And who knows? Depends on how far we can push ourselves. How bad we hate our feet and knees will be determined what we do this weekend. Totally open. We came here with the intention of just doing these 5 peaks in 3 days, 2 nights, and that changed on basically on our way here. She was driving up from Connecticut. I was driving over from Maine. Technically, it's totally a west drive for me. And on the way, we decided we changed the whole scheme of things. Before, I had my night pack and bear canister all loaded up, and I got to the hotel, and I'm like, are we doing this all tomorrow? And we both agreed yes, so we packed up the day packs, and here we are. So got up at 2 a.m. I'm not crazy about that after getting in I think we went to bed about 9, up at 2, on trail by 4:30. I'm not the morning person I used to be, that's for sure. So anyways, I gotta get moving, catch up with her. Oh, I see signage.
And the banner marker. Woo! Oh. Malcolm, good morning.
And we got a geological. So there we are, Malcolm Mountain for 38, the 46 and 105, if I get those numbers right, of the 115. I don't even know if I've ever explained what the 115 is. It's really called, the AMC calls it the 111, but there's really 115 peaks on it, so I call it the 115. And it is the 48 4,000 footers in New Hampshire, the 5 4,000 footers in Vermont. I think 14-ish should equal 67 all together, Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. So it's that 67 4,000 footers in those 3 states, added to the 46 in New York, which are all 4,000 footers supposedly, but a couple aren't. And there's one on there that wasn't, but is, but doesn't count type of deal. And of course you got a couple without enough prominence. And then it is the 2 4,000 footers down in the Catskills. So all together in New York State, there's 48 4,000 footers. They did that just to tie New Hampshire. I know they did, but in reality it's really 72 4,000 named 4,000 footers that are named in New Hampshire but don't have the 200 feet of prominence, and that would be the trail rights list. Getting confused yet? That's why I always didn't like lists. I dropped a glove, so I gotta turn around and go back. So anyways, off to where are we going? I'm not a very good navigator, am I? Or host. So we're gonna go over to South Dix. South Dix, which stands about 4,075 feet. And then we'll, from there, keep on going to Grace, which was renamed. That used to be East Dix or something like that. So anyways, let's go find that glove and get on the trail. So I'm not sure if I touched on this yet, but we're on a, they call herd paths here. As you can see, somebody notched this tree. I don't know what it's supposed to be, cross, or I don't know. So that's the way I came right there. So I come down and got an intersection here. Okay, so no signs. So you have to know your map. So bring a map or bring a GPS. And I recommend Gaia on the phone. I have other GPSs, and this is the one I always use. So you can see, I don't know if it's focusing. The left here is Lillian Brook Cutoff Trail, which I assume goes over to Lillian Brook Trail. Would bypass South Dix and Grace Peak, which we want. So we're gonna, what looks kind of like straight on the GPS, but we're gonna go to the right, and that will bring us up South Dix. So that means that that cool looking mountain, I think we're going up it. Oh yes sir, I see it right there. So that's South Dix up there. That, like, you can't see it through the trees. I can barely see it. So that one with all the rock faces, South Dix. Oh cool, I'm glad we're hitting that one. And then we'll go right over it out to Grace Peak, which will be an out and back. So know the map or bring a GPS or prepare to be lost. Podcast I listen to claims this is the area that everyone gets lost at. Well, not everyone, but they do a majority of the rescues here. So it is a place that gets people confused. So be careful. Quick, which way do you go? Right or left?
I'm going straight.
See, look, she's right on top of it, even though I'm about half a mile in front of her. No, just a...
I want to stop though. I want a snack.
Snack?
Snack.
Yep, we're going up the cool mountain. Yeah, that's where we just came from. Malcolm. And we're going right up here. So here we go. Nice. I'm excited. Can't imagine we want to go that way because the summit's up there and there's a hell of a cliff. So I'm just going to keep going this way, right up the top. I see a split in the trees and go in that way. I'm not sure what someone was thinking here. And that has got to be one of our peaks over there. I'm hoping that's Dix, because if that's Grace, we got a long ways out and back over some humps. But I'm thinking it's Dix. Oh, there she is. She came out on the wrong side. Oh no, there's yellow trees down there. That means tourists are coming. Wait, aren't we tourists? Total fault summit. Got another hump up there. I knew it wasn't that easy. This is my prediction anyways, or my call, my guess. Hough Peak, which we'll do after we go out to Grace and back. And then there's a little hump you can barely see right after it in the middle, the pointy one. That's the Beckhorn, and then that's Dix. So those will be our last 2 peaks, because there's really 3 there, but only 2 count. We're almost to the top of South Dix, which is a 4,000 footer on the list. And then we'll go down over the other side and out back to Grace. Supposed to be 2 of 5 for today. We're not quite there again. Another bump. So here we are at the next intersection. That trail we're going to take up to Hough and over to Dix when we come back from Grace, and this way to the summit of South Dix. I think this might be a wooded summit, but sheesh, it made up for its wooded summit on the way up here, didn't it? Well now. Oh, I guess that's our sign, South Dix. And an SD carved in the tree. This tree has seen better days. Ooh, there's one way up there just in case we get a lot of snow. Huh. So, summit of South Dix. Totally wooded. We're gonna ignore these herd paths, the poop paths, I guess. That one over here. Oh, that one might go to a view right there. We'll go check that out. And we'll keep going this way out to Grace. And because you care a lot what number we're on, right? This is 39 of 46 and 106 or 115. Getting there, still getting there, one after another. How to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. I don't eat an elephant, I don't even eat meat, but you know what I mean. Woo, she's tight in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not as good as a hike up, but still good. That's where we came from, Macomb. Even though it's past peak here. I think that was more direct route maybe. There's the summit of South Dix. No, that is.
I was gonna say, what?
We went in a circle. Down here too. I think that's.
So is that the summit right there, that little thing?
Yeah. So I guess this is like the giant. You can go over the hump up there or go around the hump. That looks like a slide.
I can't hear anything with this wind.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, good.
That's all the hikers flipped off its route by walking by so many times. All 11,000.
11,046ers.
Yeah. It's been flat so far. Isn't that wind though? A steady drop down. So it's been like gentle all the way down. We just bottomed out and we're gonna go back, start going up to South Dix, and geez, I'm looking at the summit through the trees. It doesn't look like much, so it could be a okay out and back one. I was dreading this one out of all the peaks today, which I guess I shouldn't have. So I left my pack right there. And I'm just put my Buffy sweatshirt on and gonna head up with just some snacks, my camera and my phone and come back. So I leave my pack everywhere. Tracy never leaves her pack anywhere, but give that back a little break to breathe. Ooh. So it looks like people were going the wrong way here, because this is the intersection to the Bouquet, I don't know what, Forks Trail, which will eventually take you to a campsite and then to Route 73. So they brushed it out, or the trees fell conveniently there. I don't know, it was a big tree, so they might have conveniently fell there, but it's too organized. So you don't want a left, you want a straight. When you're going up to a summit, usually you're going up. So head uphill. When in doubt, go up. Especially if it's muddy. Oh yeah. We're not done yet.
Going up a little
Thought
bit.
we were.
Oh. Out the trees.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we only got more.
Still not done.
I thought that was it.
This range likes to trick you.
Oh, gross.
That's why it's replaceable, right?
Oh, man.
Shortcut. Maybe stupid shortcut. Oh! They said there was no water on the side. Look. Oh. I think this is the way to go.
Oh, shit! Don't blow up the cabin.
Sweatshirt. I don't know. I think if you climb a tree, you'll be taller. Number 40. Oh, that breeze. Why do you need to look out? Look over. So even though the summit had great views, I decided to go check out this I think they called it slide viewpoint. Oh, I think it was worth it. It's just, oh my God, yes. It's just 1/10 of a mile or something on the back. Tracy messed up, she didn't want to do it. Look at this. So that's Hough right there. The back horn must be that right there somewhere. And then that's Dix. Woohoo, look at this. I think we're going over to that. Oh. Stay low. Wowzer. Better than the summit. Don't drop your camera. Looks like somebody kept going, but I'm gonna call this one good. Maybe able to go over to that, but I'm good. This is awesome. Looking back at the summit. So Grace. And of course we have South Dix. Might be that one actually. And then we're gonna come up over this ridge to Hough, back down that little hump, back horn, and then up to Dix, excuse me. And then we'll come back down the other side and loop back around. It's about 7 miles from Dix back down to the car, I think. 7-8 miles with a road walk. So fun times. Almost there. So this is number 40 of 46. So we're out here down in the Adirondacks, and 107 of the 115, the New England 4,000 footers. Popping them out. I still hear them talking too. Tracy was supposed to head over to meet me over there. She's not going to be left yet because she's still gabbajaring, which is fine. Here we are back at South Dix. Seen this one before. And carry on. Off to Hough. Hough. No, it's Hough. Off to Hough. Somebody just called it Hough, so I got that stuck in my head. And this way. Hopefully she goes that way, so I should probably wait, huh? Going over the hump before Hough. The wind is really picking up still. Dix is getting closer. And now we're going down the hump before Hough. Yeah. Whoa! Down, 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 down. Jeez. You're not gripping today. There's Hough getting bigger and bigger and bigger as we go down. When I go down into the coal, there'll be an intersection, and then we'll start heading back up. The intersection we're going to come up to is Lillian Brook, and if we would bail before Hough, we would take a left and head down Lillian Brook. If we wanted to bail after Hough, we would go up Hough and come back down to Lillian Brook and go down Lillian Brook. Both the only way out of here at this point. And that's the good thing about doing these mountains from the Elk Lodge is there's lots of bail points. If you come from 73, you basically go back out the way you came, or you just keep going and do your car spot, which we talked about doing. But there was absolutely no bailout point. You were basically committed once you got to Hough. You were committed for sure. So we decided to do it in a day with from the lodge and do all of them. And if we wanted to bail, we could bail. Anyways, onward, well, downward, and then we'll go upward to Hough. And if it keeps up with the views of these mountains, should be in for a good view. I think the Beckhorn's decent. We just heard from someone we ran into that Dix is awesome. So, but it is quite windy, so we might not be able to spend a lot of time if it's an open summit, but we will give it our best. Well, here we go. This one right here, Lillian Brook. That would take us back towards the car. That's just the poop trail, I think. And we're gonna go this way. Oh, that other trail is probably a shortcut and just cuts the this corner and muddy spot off right here. I bet that's what that is. Well, we're paying for our easy hike so far to this point. Straight up Hough. Whew. Yeah, and then listening to a podcast and talking about Dix, and I guess Dix is the same way. And then down the Beckhorn is pretty steep too, going down. So I guess the tough part of our hike is starting now. So let's get up this one. I don't know, look at that. It's almost like it was made. Huh, that's where we're going. But first, we're going to a viewpoint. Maybe a chicken walk. Woohoo! Guess you can go up either way. Where we came from, South Dix. That is some cool freaking rock. Whoa, what a difference just in the trees. Holy crap. I'll wait for Tracy to come up and get up that part. That was kind of, I think there's an easier way around that corner. So anyways, let's get back out in the wind, go check it out. Close to the edge. Oh, just hand it up to me. Let me get on my knees. I can get it. My knees killing me when I bend like that. Poles. Yeah, it was. So that back there wasn't even the official viewpoint. This is it right here. It's on the map. Destination, getting closer and closer all day. Look at that high-tech sign. So here we are up on Hough for 41 of the 46 and the 108 of the 115. Another windy summit, and we're heading on to Dix, which looks massive from here. And here we go.
Yeah.
I was like, what's making that water move? I didn't know it was the roots moving. Look at that. It's like a tidal pool. Some frog, he's got his own personal wave pool. That's what is wave? What is that called? Well, no, remember the thing that you go in there, it's like the ocean wave.
At the parks. Yeah.
Climbing a flagpole. So we're at the hump before the hump that has the view, and that's before the Beckhorn. But it's funny because the summit of Dix seems like it's getting smaller, not lower, but smaller in size instead of bigger. And I jokingly said to Tracy, what are the chances this hike's gonna be mild? She goes, slim and none, because have you've seen the peak? It looks like we're climbing a flagpole. I don't know if you heard me yell that back there. So this peak is like standing room only at the summit or something. It does not look like much from here as far as width. We'll find out when we get there. Whew. And it has been steep, but like I said, we're at the hump, so of course we're going down now. And then we'll go back up, and then we'll probably go down a little bit, and then back up. Roller coaster ride through the Adirondacks. Whew. And it's getting narrow. Ow! Jeez, Whew. The viewpoint before the Beckhorn. This is actually on the map. Pretty cool. So that beast is the Beckhorn. I called it wrong back there. I thought it was the one I'm on now. That is the Beckhorn. So, boy, it looks like a peak here, but I don't know. But it's definitely, from my looking at my GPS, after the next climb is the Beckhorn, and that's it right there. I'll have to look at the video back to see which hump it was from the other angle. So I am not sure. I'm confused. But that's definitely it. The trick is to get your foot on that thing they stuffed in there. Well, someone did. Whew. Another fun one. We almost stopped the Beckhorn though. I give you the Beckhorn finally. Whew. It looks like onward to Dix. Woohoo! A little drop in gain, but probably the least amount today. Whoa, what is that thing? I haven't seen one of those in a while, like all day. This morning, in the dark, 5 a.m. maybe, to follow those to the campsite. And then we got on a herd path, and we've been on one ever since till the Beckhorn. I guess Dix, since it's the 6th highest peak in New York, it gets its own trail. I'll fall down there. Oh, more of the Adirondack eye hooks in the summit. Follow the blazes or follow the eye hooks. Whoa. Oh, we have A little marker. Distinct marker on that little thing. Something I hadn't seen before, but definitely something marking. But let's see what else we can find. Bingo! Look at that. That would be Dix Mountain for a grand total of 42 of 46 and 109 and 115. But it still looks taller over there. But this is what they have marked for the summit. Well, there we go. Now, back up to the Beckhorn and down the Beckhorn Trail, which looks steep and steep. So, let's get Tracy over here, get her summit pictures done, and get out of here. So here we are going back up the Beckhorn so we can start our 7-ish mile hike back to the car. Normally it would probably be closer to 4.5, 5 miles, but because of the road walk, because of COVID, we got about at least 7. I don't remember if I pulled that number out of my butt or if that was a calculated number. 7's the one coming to my mind right now, and I hear it steep down. I'm not leaving you. Bye-bye, Dix. You're a dick. I really thought that was the Beckhorn and that was the slide. We were going down that slide. I'm like, oh, that's going to be easy. Nope. Up the rock, over the rock, down the rock, over there, back into the woods, and who knows what's after that. I guess we're supposed to go down right there. It was looking like it was going to be a long hike down for a while there. And now we're kind of on a regular marked trail. Not very well maintained, but it's marked. and I think we should be good. I think we should hit probably some flat area before dark, so we can cruise out with the headlamps on, go back through the campsites we went through this morning, work our way back to Elk Lodge, and then the road walk back to the car. Well, here we are. Intersection. Let's see what this sign says. Fill a duck hole? No. Dix via Hunter Pass, 3.1. That was the other way we were thinking about coming down. So it would have been 3.1 down from Dix that way. Elk Lake Road, 3.1. And of course, no camping above 3,500 feet. I just heard an owl. So we got 3.8 to the road, and then a 2 mile. So we got 6 miles out of here. Winter parking lot, 6.1. So I guess it's 6.1. Nice. Dix Pond. Peaceful and calm and pretty big. Oh. Here's a Lillian Brook lean-to with a fire in the ring included. So I'm starting to think that it is absolutely true. You can have fires here. I think the privy's down that way. Oh yeah, I see it right there. Full 4 all-sided privy. Huh. In memory of L.E. Cody, first adopter of Lillian Brook lean-to. Wow. Established 13, like 2013. So typical lean-to from the Adirondacks, but always fun to see them. And here's the other end of Lillian Brook, which is also a herd path, not signed but marked with a cairn. We went by that in the coal between Hough, I believe. I'd have to look at my GPS. It seems like it was yesterday. Anyways, for 5 more miles that way. Here we go.